Hello, hello, my loves. I am sitting with the same tree that I did last week, and yet here she has released many, many more of her leaves. It's so fun to throw and walk and just admire these beautiful leaves as they create this layer of yellow on the ground, and will then decompose. I mean, some of them are already doing it. Like, look at these ones that are already decomposing that were once bright yellow and now they're dark brown, and they're going to give their nutrients back to this earth around the mother tree so that she may grow. I have some leaf on me. Grow even stronger. Today is Wednesday, October 29th. We have a waxing half moon in Aquarius towards our next full moon, and it's almost Samhain or Halloween. And I have the Herbal Astrology Oracle here with me by Adriana Ayales, and yeah, I am a Scorpio sun, so this Scorpio energy feels pretty good to me overall, although I have felt myself like retreat deeper into this womb as I naturally crave and desire more quiet and opportunity for self-reflection during this season of year. I have gathered almost 43 years here now. I'll be 43 in November, and yeah, I feel gratitude. I also am looking out beyond the phone at this glorious blue and white sky. The earth was frosty this morning, but I'm sitting on like a double padded thing here so my bum won't get wet. And yeah, I'm delighted. I'm gonna start pulling some cards here, and curious how you have been feeling in this energy. Do you notice any patterns that you have this time of year? Autumn here in the Northern Hemisphere. Sometimes if you take time to notice year after year how you feel at different times, it can help to just like acknowledge and be with whatever it is that you are with this time of year. Grief is such a normal thing to experience this time of year as we witness Mother, our greatest teacher, showing us death as she gathers energy to go in for the winter, and then we can come back up with the spring. So I sort of lost my train of thought as I was talking and pulling cards, but I hope that you understand me and we'll move forward and look at these cards. Oh my gosh, we just had this one, and how interesting. Okay, 46, Angel's Trumpet, Death. So this just for me feels so in alignment with where we are right now. This bat energy, this upside down womb energy. You see the bat here, which looks similar to this trumpet flower, and these flowers here are showing the colors just like autumn does, these yellow into orange and red. And there's this angel of death, and this reminds me of like placenta, umbilical cord, and womb. So you, like me and like many others, might be feeling this sort of death of old self in this autumn time, and that's really super aligned and actually supported this time of year. So I encourage you to just allow yourself to be in that. And sometimes our rebirth, sometimes our womb time is longer than we anticipate it's going to be, and yet it all has its purpose. And a message that I've been receiving from universe is about being perfectly on time. So I've had this pattern in my life where I always feel like I'm behind, like behind the goals that I anticipated I would have at this certain age in my life and things like that. And maybe this has been a pattern for you as well. I find that we're often attracted to people who have similar patterns to us and mentors that have walked the path before us. So this just has me feeling like to just say to you, you are perfectly on time. Okay? Everything is happening in its perfect timing, even if that feels different than what your mind tells you is the perfect time. That hopefully when you get to your deathbed, you can look back at your life and understand why things unfolded in the time frames that they did. The next card here is 32, comfrey, completion. So I feel like this is a big theme as we move into this ending of this Gregorian calendar year, that we are completing these cycles, right? Like death is part of that completion. This is a little bit more fluffy version of that, or just showing us that completion. Like a death isn't always a bad thing. Like we think of endings and deaths sometimes as being this like sad time, but remember that we have to close the book. We have to shut one door to be able to open. Or if you want to start a podcast, or you have this idea or this thing that you want to accomplish, what are you going to let go of to give space for this other thing that you want to welcome and bring into your life? And sometimes it takes up tying up loose ends to complete something from the past in order to move into our future that is waiting for us. So this 32, comfrey, completion, it has the sea goat. I love that, like the land and the water, these little clouds, the bones. Completion is coming, okay? And on the other side of this completion, you will be older. You won't necessarily be an elder, but you will be older and wiser. And that brings us to this last card, 28, elder wisdom. And of course, in perfect timing, because lots of us are making medicine from elderberries, or maybe you buy elderberry gummies and you eat them, or you feed them to your family, or some sort of a tincture or syrup, an elderberry syrup. All beautiful ways to interact. And this just, I love these little white flowers, remind us of, yes, spring. So there's like this darkness with the elderberries, and yet these little white angels and these white flowers are this sort of, maybe Taylor Swift might call it like an Easter egg, or these little whispers of what is to come, right? Like there is going to be more blooming. So right now there's berries on the elderberries, but come spring there will be these white blossoms and flowers and these little angels and magic, this white magic. This is a wand. It's very typical to, or traditional, to make like a witch's wand or a wizard's wand out of an elder tree branch, because they're thought to hold specific magical properties. So just one step in front of the other. You can't rush time. Although I feel like time has been like, I'm like, did someone like turn up the knob on time? Because it feels that way. I wish I could just like, can I just like turn it back down, slow it down a little bit? And of course we can't slow down time, yet we can appreciate exactly where we are and not be hurried. Death is here. Endings are happening. And that's okay. And it's okay to be sad and grieve them in different ways. If you've never tried playing a sad song and moving your body with your grief, you might try that. Sometimes we have to let go. You can have a grief ceremony, a goodbye ceremony of some sort. It could be so simple. It could be writing something down on a piece of paper and burning it. It could be creating a little altar and then taking it down. So simple. Some of the most simple rituals can be the most powerful. But know that something important is finding this completion. So completion, finishing the ending, and also I feel in this energy, the preparation, the completion of readiness into the next phase of your life. And there you will be bringing with you and be endowed with more and more wisdom as you gather more years. And I saw that there's a Samhain poem in my little Wee Moon calendar. So for closing today, I would like to read it to you here. Samhain. Chilly winds blow, time slows down, and magic returns. At Samhain, we welcome the wild witch within. We unleash her and all her power. We call on owl medicine to lead us into the mystery of shadow. Journey through the mist beyond the veils to visit with our beloved dead, the ones gone before and the ones yet to come. We do work to clear ancestral trauma and heal old wounds left to us as a kind of inheritance. The ancestors live in our hearts as remembrance. Let them lead us to where the wounds originated so we may heal. Together we right wrongs of the past in unseen spaces and places. When the old is cleared away, invite future ancestors to come forth. Ask, what do you need to prepare for your arrival? How can we create the world you wait to live in? An ever-flowing river of love weaves through all generations. Sometimes we may need to dive deep beneath the pain to find it. Trust that when all else fades and is gone, love remains. So that was by Mahara Thomas. Beautiful. Sending you all so much love. Have a wonderful Samhain, and I will see you on the full moon. Mwah.